Okay, here I am with Winny Brodt Brown, captain of the Minnesota Whitecaps, and you and your family have been with the Whitecaps organization since inception. And how did the Whitecaps get started? Let's get a little bit of the history.
Yeah, a little background to why it started about 14 years ago was I was graduating from college and still playing with the U.S. national team and training and trying to make a U.S. team, and there was really no outlet to play. So my dad and Dwayne Schmigdahl, who also had a daughter, Jenny Schmigdahl at the time, who is now Jenny Potter, we had graduated and they were like, okay, let's start a team because you guys need competitive hockey to continue your training and being able to play at the top level. So that's how the Minnesota Whitecaps were formed.
And the Minnesota Whitecaps have, of course, been a part of multiple different women's leagues, but spent a bulk of time kind of being like a barnstorming team. So what were those years like, just finding games to play to, as you said, keep options open for Olympians?
Yeah, it was definitely, the Whitecaps have gone through a lot of different phases, and we're still here, which is awesome because of my dad and everything that he's done and trailblazed to get it here. And back in the day, we were in the Western Women's Hockey League, which was really exciting, really fun, and played in the Clarkson Cup, won that. And then after that, the Western Women's Hockey League had disbanded, and we didn't have a league to play in for numerous years. And we just got a lot of the college teams to support us, which was huge because that's how we were able to keep going. And I think all those college coaches understand, they had all those female athletes and they think that we have an opportunity and we should have an opportunity to keep playing. So they were probably also a big reason on why our team was able to stay alive.
Which is amazing in and of itself, as you see women's leagues in all sports really struggle and go through multiple different iterations. Here were the Whitecaps, surviving it all, still being an option for women to play after college and maybe even to fine-tune as they're looking to make a national team. And now you've settled with the National Women's Hockey League. But talk a little bit about what it took to really keep the Whitecaps franchise alive throughout those times.
I think what really kept it alive is just the passion in Minnesota from all the players that had, grown up playing in Minnesota and just watching the players go through the college ranks all over the U.S. and, what opportunity that those girls had gotten. And when the girls finished, they still want to play. So with the Whitecaps being there, we always had enough players to form teams, which is you need players to play hockey.
Fair enough.
Players, yeah. So we definitely had enough, and we were able to just keep those players' passion going and giving them a place to play.
And so here we are now. Not only are the Whitecaps settled in the National Women's Hockey League here, but also doing a pretty good job. Went undefeated for a long stretch of time and go up against the Boston Pride in what was an amazing battle today on the ice. 5-4 result in favor of Boston. But these are two teams, throw Buffalo in the mix, that are really looking for that number one spot heading into the playoffs. Just your thoughts about remembering what it took, being there from the beginning, and now seeing how this team is thriving in a new league.
Yeah, and this league has been just great for women's hockey in general because you have the top teams, Boston and Buffalo, and in any game that you drop the puck, anyone can win, and that's what you want, and that's what the fans want, and that's what the sport is. It's very competitive, and it's just going to get better and better as the years come.
And thinking about this team, thinking about the performance today, coming back from a pretty large deficit in order to really make it exciting down toward the wire, but you travel back down through New England, down to Connecticut, and you're back on the ice tomorrow afternoon. What would you like to see from your team with that quick turnaround?
I think we just have to, start out strong, and like our coaches were saying, we got to play 3 periods. And our team has kind of struggled the last month with putting out 3 periods. But when we put 3 periods out, we're really well. It just looks like, in today's game, we didn't come out to play in that first period and it put us down. And we battled back, which is a huge, huge thing for our team, and scoring goals because that's what we need to do. And now we just got to pull it together and play 3 good periods against Connecticut tomorrow.
Well, I will be there on the call with Phil. Winnie, it was lovely to meet you officially and talk to you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks.